This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Houston going up tempo. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Pulled down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is touchdown, Houston. Hello! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Cougars want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. On the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Shakes off the defender. Turns it on in midfield. Just dismissing tackles. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Splits the uprights. Good. This is now a 7-point game. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The give on the inside. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Houston wants to play fast. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quick strike complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Houston has it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Slams it ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Goes straight ahead. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on fourth and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And the Cyclones backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Pulls and fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's O'Leary. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Houston going up tempo. They'll run it. Into the end zone he Touchdown, Houston. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
That's a first down for the offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Houston wants to play fast. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll immediately call timeout.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far at Ames. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Adams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They want to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll take another shot here. Snags it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Cougars! And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Houston going up tempo.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He's got his man. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw again. Caught close to the marker. It's Adams. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. It's dropped and oh. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the...
Touchdown, Houston! Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready.